Celebrations around Pride have a deeply personal meaning to each individual. For some, Pride is political. For others, it's a time of freedom. Others still, a time of uncertainty. Pride means a million things to a million people, but to me, it means self-love. Hi KindaTV, I'm Tanya Zhang, and I'm a 21-year-old content creator and LGBTQ+ activist on YouTube. A word that represents pride to me is self-love. I didn't truly love myself until I came out and joined the LGBTQ+ community. Growing up in a very small conservative town is really difficult because you're told that you have to fit into all these stereotypes, or you have to date a certain gender, dress a certain way, or act a certain way. And I didn't really realize how much I was lacking self-love until I started loving myself, when I really became who I am on the inside and forgot about what everyone else was doing. Personally, when I was young, I absolutely hated wearing skirts, dresses, short shorts, anything that girls were supposed to wear, you name it, I hated it. And I didn't realize that I didn't know what self-love was because I hated being myself so much. I didn't know that it was possible to love yourself. I used to look in the mirror and hate who I saw. I was depressed, I had lots of anxiety, and I was just really uncomfortable with who I was. Whenever I tried steering away from the norm and wearing boys' clothes, or not wearing makeup, or just, not dating at all at the moment, all of my female friends would judge me and tell me like, hey, you can't do that, you have to be like everyone else. I wasn't one of those people who realized I was gay from the get-go. Like, it took until university. But when I got to university, I was surrounded by open-minded people who made me realize like, hey, I'm gay, and that's okay. And since then, I started dressing more like myself. I feel comfortable being around the people I'm with because I've made new friends who are awesome and allow me to be who I want to be. When I look in the mirror now, I just fall in love with the person looking back at me. I never used to be that way, and I never thought it'd be possible to think something like that. But I see what I'm wearing, I see how confident I am, I see how gay I am, and I'm like, wow, this is really awesome. I personally love to celebrate Pride every single day, but especially during Pride Month in June. At the end of May, I'll go and Google for every single Pride event I can possibly find across the country and go to it. There's a Pride parade in Vancouver, Toronto, Ottawa, Calgary, Kelowna, you name it, I'll be there. I actually just spent the last 2 weeks in Toronto, and I attended 16 Pride events in those 2 weeks. Every time I go to a Pride event, my relationship with self-love grows that much more because I'm surrounded by other people who are learning to love themselves and discover themselves in that process. My hope for everyone out there who's celebrating or not celebrating Pride is to remember that you are capable of loving yourself. Whether you're out or closeted, it takes everyone a different amount of time to get there, so don't worry if you're not there yet. You will be. Self-love doesn't stop for me here. I'm constantly growing, I'm constantly working at it, and I am so happy with where I currently am. I think it's so important to realize that, like, hey, self-love and pride do go hand in hand, because I did not have any love in myself whatsoever, like 0% before I joined the LGBTQ+ community. And once I surrounded myself with people who allowed me to be who I wanted to be, I literally just skyrocketed, and now I just feel so good and happy. And I wish that everyone out there, no matter who you are, how you identify yourself, who you love, whatever you want to do, I hope that one day you can love yourself and be who you want to be and not let the people around you influence you. Be your own person and let pride devour you, because without pride, we would not be who we are today. Thank you for having me, KindaTV. I'm Tanya, and happy Pride Month.